Hello! In honor of assignment 11 being about visual platforms, I decided to make my blog a vlog and do a more visual approach. So before I get into my campaign, I wanted to give you a little backstory. So about 2 weeks ago, when you first told us about this campaign, I started thinking about brand I would want to do and started creating a campaign. And I originally was going to do something about Crest, and it was going to be about smiling and global and how it all brings us together. But last week, one of your other students presented about Crest and kind of crushed my dream a little bit. And I wanted to do something new and different. So I decided to scrap that idea, and I went to the P&G website and started looking at the other brands and was hoping to get some new inspiration. And I started looking at the Secret home page on their website, and I got a new idea, and it sparked this awesome new campaign that I'm really excited about. And I will share that with you in a short second. But before that, I want to give you some background on the company. So back in 1945, they started doing research on how to create a deodorant, antiperspirant type of product. And about 10 years later, in 1955, Secret was released as the first ever female deodorant. And to this day, it's the only antiperspirant deodorant that is housed under the Procter & Gamble umbrella of brands. And they currently offer over 55 different product lines under Secret, and the products are sold in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. I would say that their current target market are women ages 18 to 35 who live an active lifestyle. I wouldn't necessarily call them the most athletic or diehard athletes, but definitely active, and they live in suburban, urban areas in the middle to upper class and are college educated. And for this campaign, I want to focus on still women and narrow the age group to the 20 to 25-year-olds. Again, very active. They're not quite yet tied down with families or tons of responsibility. They're more risk takers and willing to try new things. They are either in an institution of higher education or are recent graduates, and because of that, they're probably going to be more in just the middle class. So now we get to the awesome campaign. So what Secret has just launched are 3 scents in a product line called the Destination Collections, and they offer 3 specific destinations, which are Brazil, Paris, and Hawaii. And what this does, or what I hope to do, is to randomly select 3 customers from previous customer data that we have collected through text or email opt-ins, and select them for this campaign, and they get to pick one of their best friends to go with them, and we'll actually give them an all-expense paid trip to one of these destinations, again, Brazil, Paris, or Hawaii. Unfortunately, Jeff, I don't think this is going to be how you get to your last state, especially because you don't really fit our target market, but luckily you already have a plan for that, so you don't need to worry about winning this awesome campaign. But for the customers that do win, we will pay for them to go on a 2-day trip to one of these awesome locations, and we will document their experiences. So we would send a Secret representative with them to film what they do and allow them to experience the culture and the atmosphere, and show them living a very active, fun lifestyle in these really cool destinations. Afterwards, all of the footage that is shot by the Secret representative, as well as self videos and photos from the travelers, will be combined into posts that showcase what they did on these trips. And these posts will highlight their experience with obvious strategic product placement to remind viewers about the Secret brand and keep it top of mind without hitting them over the head. So the whole point of this is to allow customers to see fun, relatable people who are going on these trips, and then showcase how Secret was allowing them to have these awesome experiences. And then once they're posted on YouTube, then we would follow up on Twitter and Facebook to encourage those followers to go check out the YouTube page. So to, refer back to a previous blog post, so what's the point of this campaign? And the point, or my goal, is to increase brand awareness and brand loyalty. We want the product line to become in the evoked set of our consumers. So when people are thinking about different deodorant brands, I want Secret destinations to be right there top of mind. And I think that deodorant is one of those products that's really hard to differentiate themselves. Not many people are going to go out and buy 5 different product lines and try them out and see which one really is the most absorbent or the strongest or X, Y, and Z. So in order to really differentiate ourselves from our competitors, I think there needs to be an emotional attachment to our brand. And this campaign is going to help do that. So by showing customers who are just like who are dead in the center of our target market, can be really relatable to our other consumers, and using a more informal documentary style of video, again, just allows them to better relate and make them feel more like it could be them, or that they could really see themselves living this lifestyle. So through this campaign, instead of focusing on brand attributes, or we directly comparing ourselves to our competitors, really selling more of that lifestyle that Secret can give, and the lifestyle of our consumers, to again just make the consumers feel more like relatable to our product. So again, we want to show active females seeing the world, but having Secret right there at their side. And by forming this emotional attachment, I'd love to see sales increase of the specific product Secret destinations by about 10%. And in order to make this work, we need some resources. So obviously the budget to cover the expense of the destinations, as well as the salary expenses for a Secret representative to travel with them, the video team to edit afterwards, and then our social media guru to manage the posts and be tracking the metrics of how the success of this campaign. And then we'd also need the software in order to edit these videos to post on YouTube. So how do we make sure that this is being successful? Doing some research within the industry, it was very difficult to find benchmarks because the strict deodorant competitors such as Degree don't actually have YouTube pages, so you can't really compare there. And then some of the other brands such as Dove or Suave, their deodorants are part of a larger product family. So they have commercials and stuff strictly about their deodorants, but it's always trying to get them to sell into the Dove family by using their soaps and shampoos and deodorants. So again, very hard to make direct comparisons for Secret that is strictly a deodorant antiperspirant product line. So instead, I wanted to focus on what Secret is doing. They currently have 2,428 subscribers, and the videos that they post normally get at least that many views, if not more. So it ranges. Sometimes the lowest was about 1,000 to sometimes over 300,000. So definitely great numbers on viewership. However, their engagement through likes and comments tends to be a little bit lower. So the average number of comments is about 10. But diving a little bit deeper into their posts, I discovered that Secret has actually already launched this campaign in a slightly different way. So clearly I'm really good at making campaigns because this is already happening, with a slight differentiation. So what they did is called #Epic48. So it's 48 hours of Secret protection in 48 hours at this destination. And instead of using direct customers, it definitely was a more commercial feel. It was the same 2 women going to all these destinations, and it was very product focused. It was very scripted, and personally, the 2 actresses that they picked kind of annoyed me a little bit. So my campaign would go more in a natural, informal feel. However, these videos have gotten the highest engagement out of many of their other videos. So each post has gotten about 12 to 15,000 views, and some have about 17 comments, which is still more than their average, and one even had over 700 comments. So clearly their customers are really relating to this campaign idea, and it's really been very successful for them on their YouTube channel. So I don't really have to guess about how it's doing. I can actually tell you it's doing very well and being very successful. And then obviously, just to keep track of this, it would be managing the YouTube page and making sure that when people do post or comment, trying to engage with them as the brand. So this was a really interesting campaign because I do actually get to see it in action and see that it is being really successful. So that was really awesome. But that's the campaign, and that's Assignment 11.